Today, I'm going to share with you 5 characteristics of the most successful freight brokers and freight agents today. All right. Now, these are characteristics. I've also done another video about top freight broker skills. That's a little bit different. These are characteristics that I found in my most successful students, as well as the most successful freight brokers throughout the industry. So number 5 is they are resilient. They are resilient, okay? Successful freight brokers must have a sense of resiliency, right? And resiliency is the ability to withstand and or recover quickly from difficulties, right? It's the ability to get back up, dust yourself off after you've gotten knocked down, all right? While running a freight broker business, it's not uncommon to face, doors being closed in your face and hearing no. It's very common to hear no from potential customers and carriers. So resiliency is number 5 on the list, all right? Number 4, resourcefulness. Resourcefulness. Now, what does that mean? Being resourceful means having a quick and clever way to overcome difficulties. When you run into a difficulty, you need to be able to be resourceful and find a way, right? If there's a brick wall in front of you and you can't go through it, you go under it, around it, above it, you blow it up, you do whatever you got to do. That is resourcefulness, all right? And the ability to be resourceful is not only a skill, kind of a skill or a characteristic, but it's a mindset, right? And it'll help you, it'll help any entrepreneur, but particularly freight brokers, achieve big goals when there is not always a clear path to success laid out in front of them. So being resourceful is a really important characteristic, right? Number 3, self-motivated. I can't say enough about this one. When you are your own boss as a freight broker, owning your own business as a freight broker, owning your own business as a freight agent, you have to be able to keep yourself motivated to see any real sustainable or long-term success. All right. Freight brokers must be able to work through days when they're uninspired to do what they're supposed to do the things that they need to do. There are going to be days when you are not inspired. There are days when I'm not inspired. Over the last 27 years, I can tell you there are lots of them. Okay. The key to that is knowing what's driving you, knowing what drives you, that keeps you going. It allows you to draw the necessary inspiration to keep moving along. Okay. All right. Number 2, we're going to get to number 1 here. You definitely want to stick around. Don't miss number 1. These are in order. And number 1 is definitely the most important in my eyes. Okay. But this is number 2, confident. Confidence is key, right? The ability to feel and show certainty about something, right? Your ability to be certain and to feel and show certainty, that is confidence, right? I'm confident. I'm in a confident stance. I'm talking about a topic that I'm very confident in. And so confidence is really, really important. So without confidence for a freight broker, it's very hard for anyone to want to do business with you. Without you showing that confidence, it's going to be very hard for you to convince anybody to want to do business with you, including carriers, including shippers, including employees, right? So you have to be confident, right? You have to be willing to stand behind your ideas regardless of what other people think or say about you or your ideas, all right? So that is confidence. And number 1 on the list, drum roll please, number 1 on the list is discipline. I'm sure you're not surprised that that is one of the key characteristics. And in my eyes, number 1, right? As an owner of a freight broker business, you have no boss. So self-discipline is critical, right? No one is looking over your shoulder. No one's going to keep you accountable. No one's going to tell you what to do. You have to keep yourself accountable, right? Discipline is key, absolutely key, right? There's a famous quote. You may or may not have heard of it, but it's one that has stuck in my head for many, many years. We must all suffer from one of 2 pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. the famous Jim Rohn. All right. I didn't make that up. That's Jim Rohn. And so those are the 5 key characteristics, the most successful freight brokers and freight agents. So if you're curious about becoming a freight broker or a freight agent and you need some help and you're looking for some assistance and some guidance to connect the dots and make sure that you're doing it right, check out freightbrokerbootcamp.com. We've trained over 10,000 students. We've been in business over a decade. I have personally done over $200 million as a freight broker, and we offer a 60-day, 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. I can't make it much easier than that. So you can check that out at freightbrokerbootcamp.com.